Here we go again, y'all. It's the truth about the king. You know, the king of Judah, the king who reigns supreme with majesty, wisdom, power, and strength. The king who holds an iron rod, which represents the authority that he has in heaven, on earth, and in hell below. He's the king who's seated on a throne of gems and sapphire, who will endure forever. And as long as his throne endures, so will we keep it going. That's the truth, y'all. Yeah. I like that. Make room, y'all, for the king. Come on. Jesus with more thrust than a rocket's pack. He controls the winds and the waves like a stocky cat. Jesus, like Arnold, y'all heard him.
I'll be back.
And ain't no human being stopping that. Chop your gats, lock, stop, then cock it back. When God comes back, ain't no time to stop and chat. Stop in your tracks. God is love, but God gon' snap when his mercy is exhausted like he ain't got a nap. Plenty alternatives, why choose godless rap? Why does it matter whether or not God is black? His blood was red, blood that he shed for men, not for skin. When Jesus gave his oxygen, endured the cross with a thief on each side of him. When he returns, his wrath will come like Sodom and Gomorrah. Be not deceived, dude, God and men are split like the Red Seas till we die to sin. Live for Christ, to die just to rise again. It's God and God alone, not God and them. Stop the press, I confess, God protects us Christians, so we don't need to rock a vest. He writes the just, good like a shopping list. I'm talking about the guy who saves like when you shop for less. Not a game, I'm not in this for props and fame. While you rock your chain, icy, I rock the name. Jesus Christ, that's his proper name. I'm not the same, you can't pay for sin with pocket change. Blood money in the eyes of God, that's a dollar sign. Where you going, heaven or hell, see that's the bottom line. Choose Jesus Christ today before you're out of time. We going up like the phone booth. Excuse me, miss, you got a dime? At the present time, I know that you can breathe and stop, but I'm curious, where you going when you breathe and stop? It's trees and glocks, or if you're not singing the throne when the trump blows, everybody hear it like a speakerphone. I know what you're saying, whatever man, to each his own. And I know you're wondering, would this guy just please leave me alone? But it's hard to when I know that heaven can be home for you, cause God knows I don't wanna see the devil owning you. Remember, Christ suffered the abrasions for you. Now call on him so he can make reservations for you, and just accept the king, don't reject the king. Don't be impressed with things, I wanna impress these things on your heart. So even if you sleep tonight, you won't have peace tonight. No, it's the truth, accept the king, don't reject the king. Don't be impressed with things, I wanna impress these things on your heart. So even if you sleep tonight, you won't have peace tonight. No, it's the truth. Jesus, the preach just, no confession booth, and he's interchanging men like a dressing room, blessing whom he wills, and he's checking through the files of men, and we all come up detestable. Jesus is the way, God's not flexible. We come up short like miniature collectibles. Apart from Christ, our sacrifice is unacceptable, and we're real close to death like vegetables. Sodom and live in the darkness like when the light blows, and Christ is trying to get your attention like women in tight clothes, to pull you in the darkness, snatch off the blindfold so he can reign in your life like you're clothed in ponchos. God knows we all need Christ, the bright hope, in order to walk this straight and narrow like crossing a tightrope. Tell me, is there any God besides Christ? No. For some that's hard to hear, like choir's not singing the right notes, but it's the truth. Please don't diss the truth. There's a gap between you and God like a missing tooth. You know that hole in your heart that the lie produced, that got you convinced that Jesus Christ is not for you. I got the proof. Look at how they knock the truth. Instead of going to church, they rather knock the boots. And I'm not saying you gotta go out and cop a suit. I'm just saying, instead of Jay-Z, you can rock the truth. Christ is the truth. Listen, I wouldn't lie to you. Receive the king, I'm done here. Do what you got to do, and just accept the king, but baby, accept the king, but baby, accept the king, but baby, accept the king to go. Accept the king, don't reject the king. Don't be impressed with things, I wanna impress these things on your heart. So even if you sleep tonight, you won't have peace tonight. No, it's the truth. Accept the king, don't reject the king. Don't be impressed with things, I wanna impress these things things on your heart. So even if you sleep tonight, you won't have peace tonight. No, it's the truth. Accept the king, don't reject the king. Don't be impressed with things. I wanna impress these things on your heart. So even if you sleep tonight, you won't have peace tonight. No, it's the truth. Accept the king, don't reject the king. Don't be impressed with things. I wanna impress these things on your heart. So even if you sleep tonight, you won't have peace tonight. No, it's the truth, baby.